Welcome back. Now, the NBC Tirelo ya Sechaba, formerly referred to as Tirelo ya Setswana, started broadcasting on the 1st of April 1981 on the Omorari FM, formerly known as Oshiherero Radio, as Setswana radio with 2 staff members only, and it could only be heard in Windhoek and Gobabis on a 50-kilometer radius. The station, however, found its ground in 1996 when it was given time on FM, and today stands tall and independent with its broadcasting base grounded in the capital of the East, Gobabis. As we commemorate World Radio Day, we continue to chat to our respective NBC radio station managers, and joining us on the line now from Gobabis is Tirelo ya Sechaba station manager, that is Madam Luna Ramphaga. Good morning and welcome to GMN, colleague.
Good morning.
It's such a pleasure to have you. Now, before we dive into today's topic, briefly walk us through your journey in radio.
My journey in radio, I'll say it started exactly at 1986 when the Setswana radio actually started broadcasting, having their own frequency. When I was a very small young girl, we were very passionate about listening to radio. And interestingly, I was one of the participants in the children's content program. The producer used to come on Saturday to record us, and we would actually be airing during the week. So my radio experience as a listener and as a participant in radio started way, way back. Exactly 1986 when radio, Tswana radio as it was known then, became popular in Namibia.
That is a very, very long time, and I'm sure you have experienced it all with the evolution and the development of technology as well. So in your opinion, how exactly has radio evolved over the years in Namibia?
Radio, I think, starting from the beginning where radio moved from the normal set that we know to our TV set and to our cell phone. I think that was the biggest revolution, where it gave you an opportunity to listen to radio any place, any time where you are. And also the evolving came in with the news being on time, every hour, all the time. You know, radio could actually inform its listeners at the hour what is going on in their environment. I think that is the involvement, and also the technology on also how to carry through this information, because way, way back in the past, producers used to work around with big machines to actually do recording, and then they'll have to come back to the studio, you know, sometimes taking up to 3 to 4 days to load all these things to be able to share it with their listeners. But now with technology, actually, you can even do WhatsApp interviews. You can have an interview on time at the hour where you are in the studio.
Radio has become more instant now, you're saying.
Exactly.
All right. Now, Ms. Ramphaga, you serve as the head of Tirelo ya Sechaba. What are the values upon which the station currently operates on?
Tirelo ya Sechaba, TYSFM, is under the umbrella of NBC. So its values is the same: to inform, to entertain, and to educate. So most of our programs actually diverged into all those different themes in different sectors, with different age group. We have our early morning show, Good Morning Namibia, also, that actually touch on current issues, communal issue, and all those things. And we have our communal programs that start at 10, where we run a lot of community issues. In that, especially in Omaheke, issues like water, like jobs, you know, just current issues that affects the community people. We actually run them there. We have actuality programs. We also do current affairs stories. We have our youth program. We have our drive show and our entertainment programs during the day. So those are just some of the programs that we run. And as time goes, we are evolving, we are doing new things, we are trying new things to try and keep the listeners engaged by actually having even an evening show that the producers or us, we will be able to engage with our listeners in the evening.
Now, please help us understand how radio promotes identity, specifically the Namibian identity amongst its listeners?
I think especially NBC radios, the 11 radio station currently running on NBC, has played a very major role in helping Namibians identify themselves individually, culturally, and also in a unison and also in unity. Because through speaking our different languages, we come to appreciate and to value our languages, our indigenous languages. And there's a platform where you can actually develop these languages, develop new words, and etc. And I think that has helped a lot. I think NBC is leading in there, that people could actually switch on to radio of their choice through the language, because most of the time people that listen to the NBC radios is normally not the indigenous language speaker. You'll find Oshivambo speaking person listening to Setswana radio. You'll find a Setswana radio person listening to Omorari radio, for instance. So it becomes a choice because we are diverse in that manner. We know different languages. So you actually choose where you want to listen, not just because you belong to that cultural group, but because you have this diversity at your disposal.
In conclusion, Mrs. Ramphaga, what does the future of Namibia, the radio in Namibia, look like?
The future of radio is bright. There was a time when TV came in that people thought radio was going to die a natural death.
Yes.
But with TV existing so long, radio has shown that it is resilient, it is going nowhere. Also with internet broadcasting, with the new programs on podcasts and things, it has shown that radio is actually going nowhere. Radio will be part of everything that comes up, will always integrate and will grow with it. And as NBC radios, the 11 indigenous radio, we stand a chance to actually remain the fossil of radio in this country, mainly because we broadcast in our indigenous languages. That will make us resilient for a very, very long time. And we'll still be here for a very, very long time.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
No problem. It's a total pleasure to be a guest on your show as well, ma'am.
That was Tirelo ya Sechaba station manager Luna Ramphaga talking to us about the relevance of radio. We'll be back with more interviews